trashy Valentine's Day edition. There's just a couple of days left, and if you're looking for a fun way to spice up the holiday, I've gone out and looked mostly at Victoria's Secret and found a couple of different lingerie options that might be fun for Valentine's Day. All of these have my seal of approval.
You're welcome, ladies.
Exactly. I spent hours last night researching this, enjoyed myself. Hopefully you'll enjoy these as well.
God.
So the first couple of these are going to be just very traditional, semi-cliched Valentine's Day lingerie outfits. You see, if you want to find it, that's the name of it. It's always going to be next to the picture and the price. This is Victoria's Secret, so they're always pretty pricey. But this is a very cliche thing. It's got the red, it's got the garters and everything. But I think it's cute, it's girly, or womanly, I guess.
Yes.
It's very traditional.
It's very cute.
So you did not like this one,
one,
right? I think this one's fun because it's got sort of some role play possibilities. Maybe you can get a couple of props in there. I think that would be fun. And I like the colors, and it's frilly and stuff.
See,
it's fun.
I like everything about it except the colors. I'm not really a fan of the hot pink on black. I think that was like...
Oh, I like hot pink on black.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm stereotypical, I guess. So you think if it was red, perhaps?
Yeah, maybe it was red, or even if it was like a lighter pink. But this is the problem. It's like I don't really know what guys are into. I just know what I think is cute.
Show you right now.
And it doesn't really matter what I think is cute. Let's be honest.
I think it matters because you have to feel confident. And so we've got a few options for that later on, too. Many of these also are going to have other color options or whatever. In some cases, we'll show them to you. I don't think this one does, though. So here, when you get all three of those pieces, it's $198, which seems crazy for the amount of material and the amount of time it's going to spend on you.
Exactly.
But I think it's attractive, and if you are very confident about your body and you want to show as much as possible, this is the sort of option that could work for you.
But what? I don't understand what the middle thing is about. Like, it's not connected to the top. It doesn't seem like it's connected to the bottom.
Back. I don't know.
It looks like it has a little garter thing, so maybe it's like to hold your stockings up,
maybe. But a higher up one. That could look good,
weird.
But in this picture you can't see. And it's also pretty expensive, but if you have a great body, show it off with this.
For only $200.
Exactly. And so this is one of my favorite styles, I guess, because you're exposed, but it's got a little bit of sheer stuff to cover it up, so you don't have to feel as self-conscious necessarily. And so I've always thought that these looked attractive, and it's not super crazy expensive.
It's funny because you're not the only guy who has said that they like something that's like, see how it's a little flowy and not like form-fitting? You're not the only guy who said that they like that. But that always just surprises me because I think that we tend to think that you want something like more form-fitting, and I know I feel more attractive in something form-fitting because if it's billowy, I feel like maybe I look heavier than I actually am. So it's interesting to me that
and it probably depends on the guy. That's why we're giving you lots of options.
Yeah.
And so I've got this one is selected for if your best attribute that you want to show off is your chest. I think that something like this is good because it's very deeply cut, so it shows off the chest, but your stomach's not exposed. It doesn't show that much of your legs once you stand up. Which I think we have her standing up as well. And so you can choose lingerie specifically to isolate or show off a particular attribute. So this is a good example of that. And again, not that expensive.
I will say too,
nice.
This one is my favorite because I think it has a lot of things going for it. Like it's very figure flattering, it's got the silk, it's got the lace, and I'm so boring and so practical, but it's like, you could also just wear that to bed.
Exactly.
And so it's not a total waste of money, whereas some lingerie, it's like, you're literally gonna wear it for 45 seconds. Like, it's cost $200.
It's gonna be covered with disgusting man just as soon, and you wasted your money.
Exactly. Yeah. It's not that washable, so like.
And it's not edible, so stop chewing on it. Okay, next.
This
picture's a little bit dark.
See, though.
But yeah, so look this up on their site. It's very attractive. Again, it does cover all of it, but much of it is sheer, and so it is actually more form-fitting. And I like the red and stuff, make it all Valentine's-y, but I think that just black looks good on almost every skin tone. And so I've always loved black. The very limited amount of lingerie I've actually bought for people has always been black. But anyway.
Ooh la la.
And so these ones are chosen for people who feel a little bit more, I guess, self-conscious about their body, and they don't want to show off everything. It's Valentine's Day, but they still feel self-conscious. And so this sort of lingerie covers up mostly everything. It's not as low cut as the other one. And so you can wear this if you don't feel like you have the best body in the world and still feel sexy but not feel self-conscious.
Yes. Although I will say to women who don't feel super self-confident, the guy clearly wants to have sex with you anyway, so you might as well be confident. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't think badly of yourself because clearly there is still somebody that wants to have sex with you. Yeah. So you definitely are beautiful.
Yeah, you should be confident.
Yeah.
And bear in mind that you're not just wearing this stuff because it turns him on. Like, you're both supposed to be enjoying it. It's an opportunity for you to feel like
sexy.
The sexiest you.
We should have, like, sexy undies for guys. Because we want you to feel. It's not really about us.
Show off some
it's
of mine.
About you.
Yeah.
We want you to feel sexy.
Wonderful. Here's another example, just different colors, but the same thing. They have like 5 different ones actually, and so you have a lot of choices. Okay, so this is actually one of my favorites. So I chose this one specifically because, as I said, we have ones to show off different attributes. And so this one obviously shows off the butt quite a bit. So if you have a nice butt, it will look great on you. Let's go to the front view. But you don't have to have an absolutely gigantic chest. I think in this one it actually looks kind of big. But like they have models who are wearing this with relatively small chests, and it's low cut, but it looks good on a smaller chest. But shows off your legs, shows off your butt, and so it's another way that you can. It
kind of looks like a swimsuit.
A little bit, yeah. And also, if you don't have the best stomach in the world, like you can show off all the rest of the stuff, but it covers up your tummy.
Yeah.
So,
but I also feel like there's probably 2 theories behind lingerie. One is you want it to be easily removable because you want it to like just get down to business. The other one is like you want it to like come off slowly and take its time, like take your time and be sexy. This would have to come off slowly because it's like this. And this
yes.
and this.
Oh, I'm definitely the second school of thought. If you're gonna go to all the trouble of wearing this stuff, it's not gonna be just okay. Let's start pumping. Like no, it's supposed to be a longer, more drawn out thing where you appreciate what she's wearing and what he's not wearing.
Yeah.
I think that this is if you don't want to feel super sexy and you feel more like being sort of cute and flirtatious, I think that this is a fun, youthful option. And also it allows you to like greet him at the door and that. I think this one's fun.
So is she just holding up a prop or is that like a bra strap thing? Like
I believe it's like a pillow.
I think it's a little youthful, which Victoria's Secret has gotten some criticism over before about having like very sexy models and very sexy lines of lingerie and underwear, but that are clearly meant to appeal towards sort of underage teens or people who maybe shouldn't really be having sex yet according to like stereotypical like societal rules like on when you can and can't lose your virginity, right? or the law. So it weirds me out a little bit because I think it's like she could be 12. So it weirds me out a little bit. I don't think that underwear is particularly sexy. It's like 7-year-old underwear or like granny panty underwear. Not a fan.
And so I also wanted to include an option for if you don't want to wear lingerie, but you want to have something fun in bed that also, by the way, you can have and it'll be useful after Valentine's Day. Some sort of like fun, like silky satin pajamas can look sexy, but you don't feel like your whole body is like put on display.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
And they're probably really soft. Yeah.
Oh, I bet it's super soft.
But what I wish the Victoria's Secret sold more of, or just PJ places in general, are like more shorts. Or cami sets
like
and
those,
stuff like
but
that.
boy shorts or
yeah,
something.
exactly. Because the thing about PJs like this, and this is a problem with Victoria's Secret in general, the models are so beautiful, so it looks great on them. You buy that and you put it on, you're like, this looks like man PJs. Like it's huge, it's got the collar, it's got the buttons, and you're like, man, I feel so not sexy in this.
I'm sure you would. Don't worry. And you too, watching the video, you will look sexy in this. And yes, I'm talking to both the guys and girls as well. So those are some different options. Obviously, they have 1,000 different things, and you by no means have to go to Victoria's Secret. They just have the best website, and I don't know if you have a Fredericks in your town. And so I went through and chose some of those. I think that there are looks for every body type. If you have nice boobs, nice stomach, nice ass, nice legs, you can find something that shows that off, and it can make the holiday a little bit more fun, I think.
Exactly.